Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be about neutering your rats. I have finally been able to move the two male rats that I've got into the cage with the girls since they did end up getting neutered. I did get quite a few questions about the process, so I figured I would just go ahead and do a whole video on it. But basically, neutering or castration, and a lot of us in the States just call it getting your rat fixed. Basically, it's just the removal of the male's testicles through surgery, and it does have to be done by a vet. So not only does this prevent the rat from being able to reproduce, but it also greatly reduces the levels of testosterone that's basically racing through your rat's body. So this can cause behavioral changes and help with sexual or even just aggression in general. So if you do have an aggressive rat, then a lot of times neutering can help with that. I chose to get the boys neutered because I wanted to be able to house everybody together, and I also saw a lot of research that neutering can prolong their life. From what I understand, it's not going to add years to your rat's life, but it does add a little extra time that we'll be able to keep them. And if you guys are new to my channel, Uno has been living in the cage with the girls for quite a while. He was neutered when I got him, and he is 2.5 now, maybe even a little bit older, and he's the longest living rat that I've had. It has also been proven that neutered rats don't mark as much as non-neutered rats. Urine marking can be really off-putting, and a lot of people will actually pick females over males for this exact reason. So if you are looking for rats or maybe thinking about getting some males, then I would definitely suggest looking into getting them neutered if that was one of the issues you had with not adopting a male was the urine marking. Another reason people pick female rats over male rats is because males have really large testicles, and sometimes this can be off-putting for people. So another common question people ask about rats getting neutered is, do they still have large testicles after they get neutered? And the answer to that is usually no. I'm going to go ahead and insert some photos of my males so you can see what they look like after they've been neutered. This is Durian. He is a Siamese, so that's why he's kind of has like a brown bottom area. But this is about 6 to 8 weeks after surgery. So you can tell he has a little bit there, but it's mostly kind of shriveled up. But you can definitely tell that he's a male. And this is Casimir. He got neutered the same day, and his are completely gone. You would maybe even think that he's a female if you didn't look close enough, but his totally shriveled up, and you can't tell with him at all. And here's Uno in his ginormous gut, but you can see just above his tail where his testicles used to be. So there's just two little pouches there that used to hold them, and he has been neutered for over 2 years now. So this is what they look like. Another common question is, how long are you to wait before introducing your neutered rat to a female? It does take a little while before the rat is sterile, and depending on where you're looking or even the vet that you're asking, the time frame will differ. I've heard everything from the next day till 6 months. The magic number seems to be about 3 weeks, so just to be safe, I would wait 3 weeks before introducing your male rat to your female rat after they've been neutered. I did see a study where someone actually had tested the sperm after the rat got neutered, and the rat was completely sterile after 8 days. So just to be safe, I would wait 3 weeks, and you're also going to want the male to heal after surgery because it is kind of a major surgery for a small animal. Rats do heal quickly, and according to the person who had my males while they were getting neutered, within a week they were almost completely healed. I don't have any footage or photos of them right after surgery because, like I said, I was actually out of the country when they had their surgery. I had a friend of mine that took them to the vet and watched them for the 3 weeks. And then when I came home, I picked them up and ended up putting them right in the cage with the girls. I also wanted to go over how much it normally costs. This seems to be like the number one question people ask when it comes to getting your rat fixed. And this is also going to vary from where you live, but in my area in Eastern Virginia, it ranges anywhere from $70 all the way up to $450. Anything around $200 and up, I think, is too high. My giant breed dog did not even cost that much, so I'm really confused on why vets charge so much, especially for a neuter. If you're wanting your female to get spayed, then generally the cost is going to be higher because it is a more invasive surgery. So if you are trying to find a vet to spay or neuter your rat, I would definitely call all of them in the area and also try some of the low-cost spay and neuter clinics. Sometimes they do rats. PETA will also sometimes do rats depending on your area, as well as the neuter scooter. Sometimes it just depends on the area, like I said, and also what vet is working that day. So besides all of the great benefits that neutering has for rats, you do have to watch out for obesity. Uno is a great example of a neutered male who is just really overweight. It seems to be a common problem, so that is something you might want to keep an eye on. But other than that, I have had no issues with neutering the rats, and I really enjoy having males and females together. And I do feel as if the rats themselves like being in a community of males and females. But I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions about neutering or spaying your rat, just go ahead and post them below. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.